sorry. Okay, I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you. Sorry about that. I'd set it all up, and then as I put my phone in position to film, it decided to go off, and re-put it back on, but it was not in the right orientation for me to film. Right, so without further ado, we're making a pop-up box today. I've got a piece of card that's fresh freesia that measures 3 by, I just want to check the size. I did have a post-it note and lost it, so there we go. Right, by 10, that's right. So it's 3 by 10, and we're going to score at 1 3/4. So let's move that out of the way. So we're going to score at 1 3/4, and then 4 3/4, and 6 1/2, and then 9 1/2. Okay, so you'll be left with that. Just let me move that out of the way, and then let's score our sides. Just gonna put down on any burrs, and we're gonna score. So I was inspired by Debbie's pop-up box. She's just called Debbie's, but I haven't done what she did. She did a cube, and I have actually taken my inspiration from my tea box, believe it or not. So basically I just thought, if I put that on one side, will that fit in the envelope? And yes, it will. So I've used roughly the same measurements as that. Okay, so this will attach like that, but before we do any of that, we are going to start to mat and layer, because it just makes it easier. So this is going to be my front here. So I've got a piece of gold foil, and this measures, so you want 2 pieces of gold foil that measure 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So you want 2 gold pieces that size. Now I did have my glue here. There, it's at the back. Okay, so we're going to put one for the front, and one's going to go on the back. So we're going to just do this, and just get yourself equal increment all the way round. Be a bit tricky with foil. There we go. And then we'll have one that goes on the back, like this. So again, equal increments. Okay, there we go. And then we'll put our, no, that's the inside one, sorry. Then I've got a piece of DSP. Now this is the Lifetime of Love DSP. This is the Moody Mauve. This is the only Moody Mauve, well, there's 2 pieces of this. I have challenged myself to use it, and I'm using it first rather than using all the other ones first. I'm using this one first, as I am not dead keen on the Moody Mauve. Can't even say it, can I? And this is the same. Did I tell you the measurements? Getting carried away. Just make sure 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. That is exactly the same as the DSP. So just a white piece of card. Now I will leave that because I probably want to stamp on that, don't I? So let's leave that alone. Right, I've got two foil pieces. Just let me take my Moody Mauve off, and I will tell you what these measure. So one for this side. So again, equal measurements. Can't get my words out. All the way, increments all the way round, and that measures 2 7/8 by 1 5/8. Okay, so we've got two of those, and we can stick both of those on. And making sure we've got equal increments going off. Spend time getting that right. And then your DSP measures 1.5 by 2 7/8. So we've got two pieces of that. Well, I hope I have. Should have got two pieces of that. Put that one on there. Right, if I have lost that, you know what I say, it'll turn up later. So I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm going to concentrate. Oh, told you, turn up, it's underneath. So, told you. Put this on here. There we go. And then we'll turn it over. So we've got our thin piece at the edge, and as I say, that will go like that. So that's going to be our box, but I've decided I'm going to line my box. So this is going to be the back. So the back is going to measure 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. So I'm not putting gold in this, I'm just putting the DSP here. So that's going to go, right, that's going to go on there, and give that equal increment. Now I'm not going to put it on the front because obviously when the card sits up, you are not going to see the front of the card here. You're only going to see the back if it does at all show. So I'm going to put some on this side. Again, this will measure 1 5/8 by 2 7/8, and I'm going to put that on my thin piece. And let's just make sure, yeah, it's that piece there. I want it to go on there. Right, now I want to obviously glue this together before I stick my card on this side, my DSP on this side. But what I want to do is, I've never quite done this before, so I'm going to see if I can do it. Okay, what I've got is pieces of 1/2 inch by 4 inches, and I've scored either end at 1/2 inch. So we're just going to bend those. Now we want that to sit on there, and I'm going to sit it right at the top, and that's going to go on there. But I'm going to glue this down first. So we're going to put this one here. Now sometimes I use the strong red liner tape. Today I'm going to do just with my glue because I'm going to give it time to dry. So we're going to stick that on. I'm making sure, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to see, I've got I have cut 4, but I'm not entirely sure whether I'm going to put on 4 or not. So I'm going to just put this up to the one I've just put on. So that will go there. And then actually I'm only going to put 1 more on. So I'm going to just line this up. So I've used 3. And I will just put that there. So just go in and make sure that they're straight. Okay. Now they do move about till they're dry, so just be careful. Right, okay. Now I'm not going to stick them on the other side. First of all, I'm going to stick my side together. So I'm going to stick this in position first, so I'm lining that up. There, so I'm lining it up. Just going to leave it okay, and then I want to put in my DSP. I didn't quite have enough and I didn't want to break in for just a little bit, so I worked out that you can do 2 that size that I told you for the other one. Just gonna bend these out of the way a minute, and whoops, it's fell off. I'm gonna put that in place. That's why I use red liner tape on camera, isn't it? Oh, there, where are we? That's the one. Let's see. I'm going to pop a bit more glue on there, just in case. Okay. Before I pop that end bit on, I'm just going to glue this narrow bit on there. Move those out of the way. Just gluing that on there. Actually, it works better in 2 places, actually. Let's just, in 2, should I say. So it's roughly 1/2 inch, that narrow piece. So I will tell you the measurement. So one's 1/2 inch and the other is 1 1/8. Okay, so I'm gonna now bend this so that I can pop that on there, and that can go at the back there. So go and then make sure that they are sticking on there. Then I'm gonna, oh, that's come off, get back in position. Whoa, get back and behave. This is why, as I say, I normally use red liner tape, because then it's an instant stick and not glue. But I'm gluing today, feel like a glue day. And then I'm just butting that up so it's going right up against the other one. Okay, and then just gonna take this one and put the final one in position. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Right, now it will fold flat like this, so just go either way, make sure that they are sticking in the position so that it's not, you're not having any problems. Okay, so that's so far. Okay, so I'm carrying on with old and new. So of course this is brand new paper in the mini catalogue currently, and then my old is the positive thoughts set. So I'm gonna just going to glue the bottom. Now I want to be careful because I'm going to see what my height is. Yeah, I can afford to go a little bit higher, so we'll tuck that up a little bit higher. Okay, so I don't really want to go, and this is where your grid paper comes in. So I've got that there. I don't want this coming over the edge. So I want to be careful that it's not sticking over the edge. So I've got another one that I'm going to stick. So I've done these in the Lost Lagoon that's returned. So I'm going to stick that coming out there. And then I've stamped off with Lost Lagoon. So I stamped and then stamped off. And I'm going to put this stamped off one in the middle. Okay, so I'm building up like that. So again, I'm checking that it's not overhanging on either side. So that's good. And I'm going to stick a flower. Am I going to stick the flower there, or shall I come in? I might stick one. I'm going to stick one. Okay, now I'm going to start using dimensionals now. So I'm going to stick a dimensional on this, and I'm going to just round it a little bit so it's not completely flat. Okay, and also while that's still rounding and that's like that, I'm going to bring in these centerpieces that are the in the set, and they've just got these little cutouts. Now I've cut these out in white and I've used my blending brush. If you've got Moody Mauve, then use that. If you haven't, I've done these in Bubble Bath, so you can do either. If you've got Bubble Bath, use Bubble Bath. If you've got Moody Mauve, you can use Moody Mauve, because I've stamped the as I said, Lost Lagoon for those, and then the flowers I have stamped in Blackberry Bliss. Now my Blackberry Bliss needs re-inking, but I'm not re-inking it because I quite like the faded look, so I've used that. So you're just pulling up all these little things. It just gives it that little bit more movement and difference. So just, unfortunately I've not done any of these, so I've got to do them all. So some people like to see you do every bit, and you can always fast forward. Okay, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of blob glue on there and stick this in the center. Okay, come on, in the center. And then I think I'm just gonna stick that, make sure it sticks, and that I'm gonna place it maybe to one side, just making sure that I've got my I'll think of the words in a minute, my dimensional not causing me any problems. So now I'm gonna stick some edge piece on this bit, because I want a slimmer bit, so I'm gonna cut into this edge bit like that. So I've got a narrow strip going down there to put on my butterfly. Now let's have a look. That'll do fine. I shouldn't have taken that off really. I think I have this at an angle now. We must make sure that I'm not getting anything that is coming out at the back, so we're all right at the back. So that's it so far. I am then going to stick so that was, I'm going to stick some Blackberry Bliss now. So again, just gonna round. I wonder if you just scrunch. I'm just gonna scrunch these. I can pick them out later if I need to. Gonna put that in the middle. So I've done all the same with the bubble bath. So as you can see, fades in and out, and they are different colours to give it added interest. Right, and again I'm going to put a dimensional low down on the back because I want my flower to stick up. So I'm just going to make sure that we have stuck the flower on there, and I've got another, oops, that's falling down, come on, stay in place, there we go. And I've got another of the Blackberry Bliss flowers that I'm going to stick, and bring in a bubble bath for the middle, and going to stick that on the middle. You could again use a dimensional actually on this, but I think I'm going to stick some gems on. So I'm going to again stick a dimensional on. Now I've stuck that in the middle, so I have to stick that. I'm going to use another one because I've stuck that too low. That will need to be nearer the front. So let's just round these, round this, stick a bit of glue on, and pop that somewhere in the middle, right, the bottom. Remember the bottom, don't want to stick it near the top, I want to stick it near the bottom. So let's have a look. I'm going to stick that right as low as I can, and that one's come off one. Where did it come off? Must come off the other one. Let's have a look. Yeah, it came off the other one. Let's just stick that back in place. You could use glue dots as well. That's another thing you could do. So I'm just again making sure that my dimensional is fitting in the back there. Now I'm going to cut, dissect my leaves so that I can use little bits. So let's have a look at that. So I'm going to put that at the back of that, and I'm going to stick it to the actual bar that goes across. So stick that down, put that in there. So what you need to do is keep looking back to see how things are looking, so that you can see whether you've blocked off flowers. That flower could have done with being a little bit higher, but I can't do anything about that now. It's okay. Right, now I've got two of this Orchid Oasis. So I've done Orchid Oasis, and this time I'm probably going to stick something on the back there, I think. Let's bring in some of this. Right, let's take this down here, and let's see if I can put it. Do I want it? Yes, I can have those coming out the side. So I want to put those a little bit lower. So I am going to put these in the middle now. So these can go in the middle. I need a middle bit. Oops, that's stuck to the table. That's not good. Right, am I missing one of my middle ones? Haven't I done enough? So let's do this one on here. And we'll just stick that in the middle actually. So that can go in the middle. And then we'll have some little bits coming off it, I think. So we'll stick that going off on the back. Let's have a look, making sure I'm not going over that side. I'm gonna dissect this one a little bit more, and that can have some leaves coming out the other side. Let's have a look. Right, that's good. Now, I did ruin that one, so let's pull that one off. So it's stuck to my table and now it's lost all its stickiness. Okay, so let's have a look. That one is too low down. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to let's do that instead. Right, so got this, and this time I'm going to stick this. Yeah, I'm going to stick it with a dimensional in the middle. So let's get a dimensional in the middle, and I'm going to stick this to one side. Oh, got to make sure that you don't get any of your dimensional sticking out. If you do, either put some of this dimensional backing on or use your buddy, your actual gonna I don't like that there. It's not what I want. So, oh, I've got some more, haven't I yet? So maybe it wants to go really down, so let's pull this down. Embossing Buddy will get rid of the stickiness, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not making sense. So let's put some of that behind there. So I'll put it on the wrong place. Let's put it on the front of this one. So it comes in there. So it's just poking up that little bit, and I can't take it back because it needs to have that going off so it doesn't get stuck to those behind. Right, I didn't really need that front one in, as I can see now. I could have spaced those out a little bit more, but let's go with look. No, don't want that. Right, so I'm going to put a flower on the front. Oh, I've got this flower, haven't I? That's what I was going to put on the front. Yeah, I think I will. I'll stick that flower on the front, and maybe I'm going to stick the happy birthday to one side. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So that can be going there, and then this I'll stick dimensionals on it. I think I will. Let's stick some dimensionals on and put it at an angle. Okay. Oops, don't put it on upside down. The key. So that should have put this on first, because I'm now playing catch up with where the position is. So like that. I did have that's where I found my other one now, so that can go in the place at the back here. So that's going to go in there. So we'll see what we want to do with that bit really. Do I want to... I stuck the butterfly behind. I want to do something with that now. I have got a bit more of this that can be put on that. There, I think I'm going to do that. So remember, it can go like that, can't go like that, it's got to go like that if I'm going to stick that over there. So that will be fine, but that will not. So I'm going to stick that there. Just put a bit of glue on there and stick that going over. Had it there, didn't I? So that's just a little bit of where I've snipped it and not snipped enough. Look there. So keep looking how it's looking. I can also put a flower quite low. That one wants to be a bit higher. I'm going to take it off and readjust. So get rid of that. So let's see where I want it to be. Wanting it to come up, I'm going to stick it on low again. So, there we go. Right, where's the flowers? So what difference? Let's have that shape showing. Okay, so I'm going to put that. I want them to be able to show. I want to make sure I've... Oops, that's not good. I've lost me. Get out. Get out. Where are you? I lost my bit there. Now, got to watch that because I've put my dimensional. So I'm going to have to go in and stick that on there for now. Get in. That's it. There. So I've stuck a dimensional back on that because I don't want that to be in my way. Okay. I think I will stick that back on there. Changed my mind. Now I've got that there. Gonna stick that back on there because I think that piece I did have disappeared now. Come on. There. So just press it down, move it about, want it poking over. I think that one has fell down, hasn't it? There. Stick on. Okay, and I'm going to stick a butterfly to this side, so I'm just going to round those. I'm going to get a... Let's see what I want. So if I'm going to stick my butterfly, I'm going to stick it at an angle that way, don't I? So I want it there. So I want it on the edge of the wing. So let's just put that on the edge of the wing. So I'm just going to again cut my own dimensional off there. Let's see. Again, I want it the other way. I want it on that part of the wing. That's it. Just poking out over the top there. Okay, so I could, if I wanted to, lower a flower so it's just peeking at the top to get rid of that. So I'm just going to put some there. So it takes just that little bit lower. I want it very low so that it's only just peeking, but it's just there. Okay, so I don't need that middle bit at all. Now I can get away, because this side's going to be like that. I'm going to see where I can pop this in that it'll work. And see if it will work on anything. I'm putting it in your view so you could see. Actually, I could get away with sticking it on that. So could get away with sticking, yeah, I think I am. This is the way to do it though. I'm going to put glue on these two, and then I'm going to put it down and stick that there, making sure, again, just making sure that it's not going over that. So pull it over, make sure it's going that way, lift it up. So I want those words to be able to see. So I'm just going to hold that in place. And that will be like that. Okay, now I want to gem it up, of course. So where have we got our gems? What have I been doing with them? Had them somewhere around. What did I do with them? Not behind there. I can't believe that I've stuffed my gems somewhere and can't see them. So I don't know whether you see Susan Campfield, but she makes everybody take a sip when they lose things, and I cannot see all my gems. How ridiculous is that? And I've been having them and been playing with them. So what could I have possibly done with them? Right, I'll put them over here, have I? That many papers around. Just check again under my, oh, they're under my things. Right, now how heavy do I want to go? So we have got the beautiful, now do we pull in the purple on some of them? Do we pull in the melon mambo? Do we pull in the blue? Or let's have a look what we've got here. Now don't know what they're supposed to be colour-wise. I don't know whether I can get away with that. I'm going to go for it. So let's go for that. So come on. Now I'm sticking it to the glass mat. Not a good idea. Oh, come on. So that flicked off, stuck to the glass mat. Now is it going to lose its stickiness? Tell you what, I'm not going to risk the stickiness on the back of that. So we'll just put that out of the way, and I won't waste it, because what I will do is either glue it down or I will actually get a glue dot out. So I'm going to do all the same. So quite tricky to put it in afterwards, but until you put it in, you don't know whereabouts it's going to be. One of my things has slipped as well. Let's put it on with a glue dot. I'm going to make it behave. So let's start getting glue dots. So I'm going to get a glue dot, stick that on there, and stick that in the middle, and then it won't run off anywhere, as I don't want it running off. There, that's better, and that you can see. So while I've got my glue dots out now, I'm going to put another glue dot on the back of my gem. There we go, and then peel the back off if it doesn't want to flirt around. Come on. It's playing tricky. On the glass mat it's not ideal, is it? Come on, have I got you? See if I can do it with my fingers. In the yes, got it. But then I find it easier to put it on there. I'm going to put it on there. So press it down. Another one. Press that down. Right, so we've got 3 going off in there. I'm going to pull one more in. You might not be able to see this as well, but I know there's an odd number now. You can, if you're looking down, you can definitely see it. Now, I like to put gems going down my butterflies. So I'm going to just get some gems going down my butterflies back. Doing this all the one way round. Better to have done that first, but then, as I say, sometimes you don't know where you want things, so if you're not sure, then you have to do the awkward stuff like me. So, there we go. Let's put 3 on my butterfly there, and then I'm going to put maybe just a couple on this one. And I'm going to get an envelope out. Didn't get one out at first, but I'm just going to get an envelope out to see what size it actually fits in, so you know. Oh, come on, don't play about. Sit, go on, fasten in place. So we've got that sparkly going off there, and there happens to be 5, so there's nice nice odd numbers going off is what I'm wanting to say. Oh, and just before tell you what, I've got a few gold leaves. Oh, I'm going to have to put more on. Oh dear, terrible. I've just spotted this in there and just thought, I actually quite like that. Gold leaf, come on. You're not playing, are you? Come on. I'll put you in a different place now. I'll put you with glue on the back. And slot you in there. Now, don't want it going over, remember? Come on. Right, glue dot it is. It's so much easier when you use glue dots because it's an instant stick. Now, let's just get that in and put that on there. There we go. Got a bit further in. There we go. Have I got any more of those in there? Yep, I have. So let's randomly putting them in. So I'm gonna put glue dot in there. So of course this is a cut up in gold of the Artistically Inked. There we go. Oh, come on. I don't lost it sticky. Perhaps I didn't get my hands in it and press there. Okay. And I just really want one more. One more. I just really want one more. And I haven't got any in that. So now I'm going to look in my other treasures to see if I can pick up one more gold leaf. I often have bits and bobs around. Can't see anything so far in my stuff. If not, I will have to make myself one. Can't find it, so out comes the Artistically Inked. There we go. And out will come the die, so you'll see it anyway. There we go. There it is in here. I can get my fingers in. There we go. There we go. Let's have that. And we will got some odd gold about, fortunately, so I can get perhaps 3 out of that bit. So just push this in, twist it a bit so that my gold will fit me 3 leaves on, and get back, sandwich it. Hopefully it will not move now. And I'm hoping that once through will do it, because I don't want the middle, the middle bits to come out. I want the middle bits to stay in. So I've managed to do that. It's done. And then we'll dissect it. So I'm going to curve, follow with my scissors. I'm going to curve around to meet up with that bit there. And go, and I can just chop that bit off, and that bit just going to go back in and just round it slightly. There we go. Right, so let's have a look. I don't want the big bit there, so I'm going to chop that off. So I've got more to play with now, but one's escaped me. There you are. Right, so let's have a look. I can now put something maybe up there. So maybe get rid of a bit more of it so that I can put it lower. So I'm going to glue dot yeah, maybe there. So I'll get a glue dot and put that on there and fetch off the front. I think I will stick it to the side there like that, and perhaps stick some off there as well. Get another glue dot on that one, put it there, and then fetch that off, and let's put that with that one. Okay, and then let's have a look where and I think took that one down there. Let's go to there and took that one down, and where did I say? Back there, I think. There we go. So that again just adds that little bit more to it, doesn't it? Quite like that. So that's a box of flowers for a instead of a birthday card. Right, so the back. So I've got the piece of card I told you about, and we can have a look for a verse. So let's have a look whether I've got anything. So we've got a verse really going off for someone wonderful in each and every way, and happy birthday. Just a card say you're amazing now because it's a birthday. Best wishes. I think I like everything about you. Good luck. Hello sunshine. It's so care. That'd be right. Nothing on there grabs me. Let's have a look at this one. So that's just of you. Lots of love. The best is yet to come. Let's have the best is yet to come. Where are we? The best is yet to come. There. Okay. And I've got a one back here. So I'm using Orchid Oasis as my colour. Sometimes they seem to be getting furred up. I don't know what it is because I use a Stampin' Scrub. And I'm just going to actually just scrub it up. I don't want any fluff coming and getting on my ink pad for one, but then it makes a mess of your stamping. It's very juicy, so yeah, I think that's fine. So I'll stick that slightly up because I want to write on the back of this, and then I want to actually, I like to often do stamping of whatever I'm using. So I'm going to go for the flower. I'm going to pick the flower back out. And oh, that got I see a... Yes, I did. What's that doing in there? Oh, that will have been... I tipped it in earlier somehow. Right, let's move that. And let's go for... Shall we go for Lost Lagoon? Let's go different. Now, this is brand new as well, so this is very inky. Now, I don't want a massive... blob of colour like that. So I stamped off, and now I'm going to stamp. Let's have a look one more time. Yeah, I think that would have been sufficient. So I'm going to stamp that. Now I've got ink on my finger, so be very careful. I'm going to stamp it over the top. That's what I like to do. I just think it adds that little bit more interest to your greeting inside or on the back in this case. Oh, and the envelope. Right, let's look. So, can't separate them. A 6x6, so that should be dried enough to pop it on the back now. So I'm just going to pop that on the back. Just put my glue on. So again, you can turn it sideways to make sure you get that in place, and then I should be able to write on there. So the back doesn't look too bad. Just look at the front. So that size, that is going to fit in a 6x6 envelope without any problem. So that's the envelope I will use, 6x6 on it, and you just keep it flat. Now I have seen some people put some foam, if you bothered about it getting spoilt. It would, obviously it's going to be more expensive postage because that is quite thick, but that's going to fit in the envelope fine. So you will, as I say, have to use not standard postage, large letter. I don't know how it works in America or elsewhere. I know in England it's classed as large letter. So this is why I have actually lined the inside, as you say, because looking at the base of it, you can see it looks nice inside as well as outside. So I think that's different. If you wanted to make it more glitzy, you could stick some Wink of Stella on. I'm not going to, I don't think, in this case. I think I've blinged it up sufficiently so that it's like that. But hopefully it's all stuck now. Yeah, it's stuck now. So it's not moving anywhere and it's not sticking. We put it both ways. So actually it will fit both ways, no problem, look. So I can stick it either way. So that's it. So I hope you like that. Just before you go, I just wanted to show you what I've been messing about with today. I have got the Light Nary. That's something else I've been doing, cutting all those out. Right. The Light and Airy, I've been doing a lot of fussy cutting, but not everybody likes fussy cutting. So I wanted to show you now the one, and let me just check, it was the one and no, it's not that one. 1 3/4 it is. Yeah. So 1 3/4 will cut this bird out. The fatter bird will cut out with the 2-inch. The ovals that were in the shapes, now I've left them out because I forget the names of things. Or have I? No, it was the older set. something shapes it was called, and it had oval, squares and circles in. I don't know, just shapes. It will be on the top one too. Yes, it is. What's it called? Oh, stitch shape dies. That's it. Stitch shape dies. So the oval will cut out that bird, and the 2-inch. No, yeah, 2-inch for that bird and that bird. The 1 3/4 for the fat one there. That might, no, it's a different one. That one cuts out with the oval. But I did as well, so those 2 ovals there, I did actually with the oval punch, where are you? The oval punch, the scalloped edge, couldn't think of the word, the scalloped edge, you can actually cut that out, and it would then mat on to the stitch shape dies. So that's what I'd layer it with, so that will work as well. So for those of you who don't like fussy cutting, I thought I'd just show you those. I mean, I've fussy cut, I mean they are simple shapes, they're not difficult to cut out, and even when I've done this, if I then wanted to fussy cut it, I could fussy cut it. So it's there. But the if you saw the gentleman's card, the mail card that I did, I fussy cut 2 birds on there. Now I even use the ones, this is right bang against the edge, but you see, if you are actually just doing that, then you wouldn't know that that's not a whole bird. So you could do that, you see. So I always cut edges of my birds. I could have it like that as well, going off like that. So there's another edge of it. And I've even cut some of the little ones. I can't see them. Oh, that's half one. You see, even like that, I can get it going like that, you see. So I do things like that. So I don't waste even the edge pieces. I quite often use those. So I thought I'd just show you that before you went, because I've just planning. I was thinking, this card that I've just made, I was thinking about, I could have used these, and I wasn't sure whether I want to do, but this, it makes for sticking things on these, so it's a good one to use, because you've got your built-in stem, you don't have to do plastic to actually build on, and you could just do cardboard strips. Some of the like the Cheerful Daisy, that's got a stalk in it, and you could try gluing those. If you know your glue's really strong and it's going to hold, you could use the Cheerful Daisy stems. So I think that now I've got it done, that would have worked as well. I was a bit bothered whether it would or not, but yeah, I could have done it with that, but I decided to stick with the inspiration I got from, as I say, Debbie's, I think I don't know, it's just Debbie Stampin', I think she's called. So she didn't do what I've done with the box, and as I say, hers was a 3x3 cube box, whereas I got my inspiration from my packet. So hope you like that. Thank you very much for dropping by. I do appreciate that you've stopped by to see what I'm up to. Thank you for subscribing, do appreciate that. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you liked that. I do appreciate that. And if you'd share my videos, I'd really appreciate it, because there might be other people that would like to see what I'm doing and don't know me. So I give inspiration. So I often find that I've done something, and then sometime later I see some the famous designers doing something, and I think, oh, that's very similar to what I've just done. I wonder if they've watched my video. But they might not have. We get ideas together, so might not have done. But I do appreciate people watching. So thank you very much. Stay safe, stay well, take care. Bye for now.